split decision or like a majority decision.
How about his footwork? Thurman's footwork compared to Manny's? Is different ways that they use it. Like,
Yeah, Thurman's more lateral movement. Pac-Man is more bouncing in and out, fainting like 4 times before he comes in. So they both, I would say, they both got pretty good footwork, but Manny probably has like the overall better footwork.
Who do you favor to win the fight?
I think it's a close fight. I think it's an even matchup. Like I said before, I think it can end either way in a split decision or a majority decision. I really feel like if it goes to the decision, that I think they're gonna give it to Pac-Man if it goes to the decision. But me, I can see Thurman winning.
Danny, who do you feel is like an advantage or disadvantage? I mean, Manny with his experience and more than double the fights that Keith has, but Keith is also 10 years younger than Manny Pacquiao. Who would you say, and given that, is that an advantage or disadvantage?
I think, well, Pac-Man hasn't really. I mean, Pac-Man hasn't fought a young guy like this in a long time in his prime. So that's always dangerous. Like I don't. He's been matched up really good, like throughout his career. Even when he fought Cotto, it was a catchweight. So this is a dangerous fight for Pac-Man, and but it's like I said, it's a dangerous fight for him, but it's also a good fight because his style, I think, matches up good with Thurman.
Right. You think it's important for Thurman to keep his back off the ropes because you, Sean, Josecito, that's where you guys had a lot of success with him.
Yeah, definitely he has to stay off the ropes. I like to see him keep the fight in the middle, and I like to see him walk to Manny, take it to him. And I think if he does that, because I think if he does that lateral movement, that I think Pacquiao's going to cut the ring and he's going to get him. He's going to get off him.
Isn't that dangerous though? Because I mean, not to compare him to Haddon or Cotto, but they did that. I know that was a younger Manny, but when they did that, they got hurt, and then he finished him off. I mean, isn't Thurman's best chance to actually try and do what Mayweather did, what Marquez did, counting on time on when is it?
I think Mayweather's just a better boxer, like as far as the IQ. So, I mean, you can't really try to do what Mayweather does because Mayweather's Mayweather. Like, there's only one Mayweather, there's only one Danny Garcia. So,
True.
I think the best thing he could do is take it to the older fighter.
Try him to his age.
Try to hurt him.
He told us at the sit down on Tuesday that he's looking to exchange, that he's gonna bring the fight to Manny. But Manny also told us that same day that he plans to do the same thing because he says this fight is extremely personal, given the comments that Thurman made about crucifying him.
Yeah.
What do you like with both men? If both men walk up to each other in exchange, who do you feel like? How do you see that play out? If it's that type of fight.
It's a dog, like a dog war.
Right, dog fight.
Yeah, dog fight.
Just throwing down.
I can't see Manny Pacquiao doing that.
Nah.
I can't see him going there and just standing toe to toe at this.
He knows he's 40.
Yeah, I mean, his chin's been cracked a few times already. He's got wear and tear. I see him trying to cut the ring, use his angles in and out, and trying to outbox him to a victory. I don't see him standing toe to toe. You haven't seen that Manny Pacquiao in a long time.
Sean Porter, Earl Spence. How do you see that?
I think that's an even matchup. I think that's even. I think it's an even matchup. After I seen Spence last fight, he did good, but I thought he was gonna knock Mikey out. I just feel like he did his thing, but he didn't look dominant. Even though he won all the rounds, but he didn't look like how he looked against Peterson.
Did you learn anything in that Errol Spence-Mike Garcia fight? Because a lot of people, like yourself, just said, well, I was expecting a knockout, but a lot of people, for example, myself, I thought that he proved he could box very well, and we haven't seen him do that, not because he couldn't, but maybe because he didn't have to in other fights. But I feel like he outboxed Mike Garcia.
Yeah, he definitely outboxed him. He outworked him. He did everything he was supposed to do to win, but since he fought a guy who was 2 weight classes smaller, even though Mikey's a good fighter and never lost before, you just expect certain things, especially you just destroyed Peterson,
Right.
Now, if you did that to him, it's like, oh. But it was like, okay, it's like you see something here that you could work with. It's not really what people are saying, you know what I mean? So to me as a fighter.
Right, so based off that experience, you would say the Errol Spence and Sean Porter fight is 50-50 in your eyes?
I would give, I think it's a 50-50 fight, but I would give Spence the slight favor just because he's fresher. Porter's been around, like we've been around, like we've been fighting each other, like so Spence is a little bit, but like I said before, I'll give Spence an edge, but Both of them throw a lot of punches. Both of them are physically strong. Spence is just a strong. He hits harder. That's it. But I think style-wise, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's
Danny,
gonna be.
you brought up Errol's last performance, but Sean's last performance was also. There was a lot of questions that came out of that. A lot of people felt that Ugas actually won the fight, a big majority. What do you take from that fight? Did you happen to catch that fight first?
Yeah,
off?
I watched it.
And what'd you make of that performance of Sean Porter and Yordenis Ugas?
I thought it was a close fight, but I thought he won.
You thought Sean won?
Yeah, I thought Porter won. I thought Porter won by. It could have went either way, but I thought he won.
So it was close enough for you to say it could have gone either way.
Yeah, they were both busting each other up. It was a good fight. It could have went either way.
Danny, is there any truth to the Mikey Garcia fight?
It was out on the media. I'm like, damn, I'm fighting Mikey. I didn't even know. I had to make a phone call. I'm like, yeah, I'm fighting Mikey. Then, long story short, it was offered to him. And we never heard back. So that's where that was at. I only heard about it one time, like literally on the phone. It was one time. Is this true? Yeah, we offered it to them.
Did they mention like any
And then that was it.
small like discrepancies as to why he turned it down or like?
I'm guessing he just came off a loss. You know, he just came off a loss. This is what I'm guessing. He came off a loss. His first time at welterweight. Then why would he go back in there, fight a dude who just came off a good performance? He was actually one of the strongest welterweights with one-punch power. So that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know.
I actually talked to him. I don't know if he was offered it because he didn't know anything about it too. Like he was like you, like what? I'm fighting Danny.
Yeah, when it first came out.
I don't know if he was offered it.
When it first came out, I didn't know what happened.
He
But
has the same reaction.
they said, but I did see. I was told they offered him, and then I did see an interview that they did ask him, "Do you want to fight Danny?" I'm not saying he said yeah, no, but I'm just saying the fight never happened. That's all I'm saying.
Danny, would you
I gotta
say-
grab.
And
I gotta grab him.
yeah. I ain't know. Just like when it was out, I'm like, shit, I'm fighting Mike.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got.
okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Two
Appreciate
over
you.
here.
Watch yourself, homie.
Man, you're dressed like Scarface.
Who on this?
You know,
Time to go hard.
How you feel?
bad guy.
Your dad's putting thousands of dollars.
Fucking assholes.
Your dad's
You don't have
putting,
the guts to be which one of me.
your dad's putting thousands on Pacquiao. You got Pacquiao too?
You said what?
He's putting thousands on Pacquiao. He's gonna win 100,000 on the fight.
It's 50-1 knockout.
Listen, man.
7-8.
We ain't betting on that. We saving our
I'm
money.
betting on that shit. I don't know about you.
Does Manny
My
win?
money,
Danny?
not your money.
Does Manny win?
Excuse me. You can walk on this side.
I don't know, man.
50-50?
Yeah, it's 50-50. I don't know.
That's what I say, but I'm going against that.
Which way I'm going?
What's up, man? Gerald came off a win now.
Yes, sir.
There you go, sir.
And that water.
Easy.
It's cool. It's easier than fighting.
Congratulations on the deal.
The paycheck ain't like fighting, but
Good job on the deal. Congratulations. Your sister.
well, oh yeah, it's on the Empire for
And you
sure.
did it. I said, which lawyer did he? He said, no, Danny did it.
Look, my new name is Puff Danny. That's my new name, Puff Danny. I'm making things happen in and outside the ring. You feel
Not
me?
easy. Those meetings
No,
are tough.
I mean
Negotiations
Oh
are
yeah, but I got good lawyers and all that stuff. Puff Danny. That's my new name, Puff Danny, man.
When J-Lo retires, they're going to take over. They're going to be like the
You gotta do it.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about timing with them. It's all about timing.
You gotta do something. Man.
Oh, I'm going right there.
But Danny, that's the thing. If the fight with Mikey happens, would you like it? If he doesn't go down?
Man, I think that's like one of the biggest fights you can make in boxing right now. But I understand if he doesn't take it because he probably wants to win. No, not like that. He probably wants to win like after a loss. He don't want to go into another big fight coming off a loss, and I understand that. You feel me? So, but in the future, next year, I think that'll be a
Your
big
dad
fight.
told me something crazy. Golden Boy offered Cotto to you instead of Saddam Ali.
Oh yeah.
Well, that would have been huge. It was random.
It was, but
Oh yeah, you gotta do something.
I was getting more to fight Rios, even though it was a belt. I was getting more to fight Rios than Cotto. And at that time, Puerto Rico just went through a hurricane, and I'm like, why would I fight another Puerto Rican when Puerto Rico just had a catastrophe? So I was caring for my people at that time.
Could have been a relief fund.
True. It could have been a lot to it,
You could have took it as a positive.
but it didn't feel good right to me here. Like,
No, you gotta do it.
All right, Danny Garcia, soon moving up to 54, 60, maybe 68.
yeah, 154 coming soon.
How was this moment?